Hi folks, it's me, the Multiple Player. Today is January 13th, 2017. I want to show you what I've created. This took me a long while to make. Let's start out with this. This is the Fireman Changer. Foam board, cardboard, Gorilla Tape, duct tape, paint, and marker, as well as a pen. I drilled some screws in to make sure everything is nice and neat. It's perfect. I know it's kind of wrinkly, but that's what happens if you work with duct tape. That's a great part area there. And then let's start out next up with the costume itself. Now this took me about a full week to make. I waited 10 days for the red skin suit to come to my door, and I got some fabric at Joint Fabrics to add on the detailing. I used contact cement and rubber cement to be sure that the parts, the white part of the costume, stays put. I also use thumbtack to make sure that it stays there until the glue dries. It's perfect. And then here's the cool part. I used one of my pairs of my white gloves, which I got from an online source. I add on there on my hanger right there. It zips from the back, nice and cool looking. Okay, I'm going down on the floor, sitting down. I'll show you the accessories. This right here is the helmet of Red One. I used my Legacy Red Ranger helmet as a template to make the helmet itself. It took me a long while to make, about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours at the most. And then these are the so-called quote-unquote boot covers for the Red Fireman costume. That took me about, let's say, a couple hours. This took me about 15 minutes or more. And these are the gauntlets. And the fun part is that I could actually make a sword for Fireman, which it comes with a sword. One of the main arsenals of the character itself. This is all made of foam board, electric tape, hot glue, silver and red spray paint. I made the belt with the holster, as you see here. There's the Fireman symbol again, as well as you see on the chest part right there. I used my LG foam to create the belt buckle, and then cardboard again for this part here, for the design of the Fireman. The belt itself is cardboard too, but the holster of the gun is foam board. I wrapped it up in electric tape and Gorilla Tape. I hold together with some electric tape right there. And this is the final piece before the end of this video. This is the Fireman's weapon, the gun, of course. It changes to some kind of like a dagger, but I think the gun version is pretty neat looking, and I don't know how to make that turn into a dagger, so I decided to make a template for the gun and just have it there. I know it's missing a couple of components, basically colored beads for all 5 of the Fireman sentai warriors, but all in all, I had a great time making this video and this costume. Well, all I need now is some white shoes to complete the costume, totally completed, so I could just enjoy cosplaying as Red Barman. I know I'm not the only one who has this kind of costume, but mine is homemade, straight up, hard work, determination, and I just enjoyed making these things with expensive materials, and they come out pretty good. The mouth on the helmet itself is basically hot glue. I use that. Anyways, yeah, that's about it this video. Total time on the entire shebangy, the whole 9 yards, took me about, looking at 3 weeks, and 10 hours worth of work. No joke. That's about this video. The multiple player, do sub, give one shout upon quest only. I do 3 videos every Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If you subscribe first, that's subscribing. If not, what you do, you hit that button. You can follow me on Facebook and on Patreon. And these is my homemade Red by a Man cosplaying along with the accessories. Later.